Hello! Welcome to Metafiles! Episode 53! I'm Zach.
I'm Jason.
And this is the podcast that talks to you! Oh!
Wow.
I was so focused on getting my cigarette lit in the, at the exact moment when the cameras pop on, like I like to do lately.
Sure.
And then it was lit, and I thought, how am I going to do the intro? And that's what happened.
Really? That real?
Yeah, it somehow went from no idea to Mrs. Doubtfire. like that.
Let's put the Mrs. Doubtfire hello on the
hello. Yes, with the aid of our new whatever this is. And right now you're with great podcast host. And then if we do one of these, guess what? I'm with a great podcast host. Like that funny t-shirt.
I'm with, I get it.
Yeah, because whoever you're standing next to, they're fucked.
Yeah, and then maybe if they saw what shirt you were wearing, they'd stand on the other side.
Yeah, we should, look, it's been a long time, but we should make a shirt that says, I'm not stupid.
I'm not stupid. If there's another shirt that's pointing at me saying that I am, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a shirt. I mean, that one's great. Print it. But also another shirt that has a mirror or maybe a series of mirrors that makes the arrow on the other person's shirt point back at them.
Ooh, brutal. Yeah. Yeah, and then because they think they're being smart, but
They do think they're being smart. By saying I'm with stupid, it implies that they're not stupid.
Right.
There's no shirt that says I'm with stupid, he's like me.
And if everybody's stupid, it'd be like, oh yeah, that you're with everybody. So it's not really a specification.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, here's just one more. Because the t-shirt floodgates open and they just, they open what?
Yeah, it's like the gutter's full of leaves, but they're t-shirt ideas.
Yeah.
Instead of leaves.
Yeah, and we're just cleaning them out now. It was a long fall. So it's a t-shirt, says, I'm with everybody, and it has arrows pointing in every direction possible.
I'm with everybody around me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, we're already there. We're going to start the timer in just a second. We are going to abide by the timer this episode as much as possible. But first, a bit of real business. Coin time!
So early.
Wow!
Whoa, I mean, it really is.
It's coin time. We don't even know what the topic is yet, and it's coin time.
Whoa. What is it? What is the topic?
I don't know. That was not the bit of business. But first ever pre-topic coin time.
That's momentous.
Huge here on episode 53. 53 is momentous in another way, and we're going to get to that in just a second once the timer starts. But first, a bit of real, actual business. Starting next episode. Or no. Yeah, starting next episode. For anybody that is watching in real time and not getting caught up to this podcast much later, for you, nothing will be different. But for those of you catching us weekly, from now on, we are going to start releasing episodes on Sunday instead of Saturday. One day later.
Sunday.
One day later. For anybody that likes to watch day of on Saturday, I am very sorry. But there is a solution. Pause this episode right now. Wait till next Sunday to watch it. Or no, wait till next Saturday to watch it. And then the Saturday after that, you have a new one And so you can always have a new one on Saturday if you just wait.
Mm-hmm. We understand how hard it is to go a full week without watching one of our episodes.
Yeah.
We do understand that.
Yeah.
But you can do it.
You can do it. You can do it this once. And that's the business. That's real business. No joke.
It's real business. That's true.
Now,
It's real business.
starting the timer, abiding by the timer right now.
Uh-huh.
This is episode 53 of a weekly podcast that has almost never missed a week.
Almost.
But not never. Sometimes we did.
Sometimes, yeah.
And because sometimes we did, even though it has been more than 1 year in time,
Yeah.
we, as of last week, accomplished 52 weeks of show.
Right.
Which is 1 year of show.
Yes.
Our show is now officially, show-wise, 1 year old. So, here on the first day of our new year of life,
The metamillennium.
the metamillennium, the will metamillennium,
Mm-hmm.
we're taking it back in time.
Yeah.
Gonna go back in time. Is that a Will Smith song?
A Will Smith song?
Genuinely don't know.
I mean, nah.
Okay. Well, whatever. We're gonna go back in time, and we're doing names again. Names
we're doing
too.
it again. Yeah, we're doing it again.
Been a lot of shows since then.
Been a whole lot of podcasts in between then and now.
1 year's worth show time.
That's in the show world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode, we're gonna 1 year later see, do we feel completely different about names?
I'm gonna revisit it a little bit.
Yeah. There's so many things we didn't have back then when we talked about names before.
Mm.
We didn't put things into Pinewood Heaven or Trap Drawer Hell or anything like that.
Right.
We didn't have the Fact Tube or Beats Me or the Rust Pole even.
Right. Yeah, we didn't even have the Rust Pole even.
The Rust Pole didn't have a name.
Right.
When we did names last time.
It didn't.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
So we're doing it again. Better? Who knows?
I think it's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first, because we're 1 year old now, I wanted to go through some things that a baby can do at 1 year old.
Okay.
And see if we as a podcast can do these things a baby can do.
Okay.
Okay?
As a podcast.
Yeah. So, here's some things that a baby can do when it's 1. It can sit without help. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, we can do that.
It can crawl and cruise.
Cruise? I'm sorry, what's that? Cruise.
It doesn't explain. The article doesn't.
Like on a cruise ship?
Maybe.
We haven't been on a cruise
ship. Is a 1 year old baby allowed on a cruise ship?
Apparently, once it's able to crawl, you can take it on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Once it can crawl around on the ship.
You can crawl onto a lifeboat.
Yes.
Probably is the thinking.
That's what it is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if that thing's going down, it
Baby
can sit on
first.
the lifeboat without help.
Mm-hmm.
But at first, Biela has to crawl to it. Okay, so we can crawl. We have not been on a cruise, but we could crawl to a lifeboat. We would be allowed to be on a cruise.
We would be allowed to be on a yes.
And I am not opposed to doing a Meta-Phellas cruise at all.
Me neither. Me neither. And also, let's put one of those big old ship horns on the Beats Me.
Absolutely.
That's fun. What was I supposed to say when I was like, let's put this on the Beats Me?
Oh, it's beat time.
It's beat time, big old ship horn. Okay.
That's a great sound. How come all the sounds ships make are so much better than all the sounds land vehicles make?
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. The 1 year old can take steps. We take steps towards releasing great podcasts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It explores objects. We have a different thing on this table every week.
Explore objects all apart.
It finds hidden objects. What do you think the fact tube is, folks?
Yeah, let's see a classic fact tube example of a hidden object.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Can you see it? Puts things in containers.
Yeah.
Starts to use objects correctly. Follows simple directions. Uses simple gestures. Makes sounds with tone changes. Ooh, hello.
Oh.
Says a few words. T-shirt. Trap drawer. Fact tube.
I almost had to burp. Would have been cool if I did.
Appears anxious with strangers. Our guest episodes are,
Anxious with strangers. Yeah, we only do guest episodes with total strangers.
Total, yeah. People that we don't speak to until the camera goes on. Plays patty cake and peekaboo.
We played it. I didn't enjoy it.
But it doesn't say they have to enjoy it. Hands you a book to hear a story. We've done that.
Yes, we have.
That's it. So we do all those. Not as great of a bit as I thought it would be.
No, I think it's interesting to explore the similarities between us as a podcast and 1-year-old child.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I thought there would be more about has developed a canon.
Has a awesome segment, in the first segment of the podcast has a great segment.
Yeah.
Of their life.
Yeah. Comments on its own doings in a way that is even funnier sometimes than the actual things it's doing.
Yeah.
By 1 year old.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
That's why we started this podcast.
That's right.
We both were being metaphysical.
Yeah. All right. So, names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Zach.
Yeah, my name's Jason.
Yeah. I met a guy at work.
Uh-huh.
And I asked him his name because this is something that you do.
Hello. I work here. What's your name?
Yeah. You have to say I work here.
Yeah. Yes.
Because, it's like if you're a cop.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say I work here.
They're like, just in public? Just on the highway? Or?
This guy's name,
Uh-huh.
he told me. I assume he was not lying. He said his name was Atreyu. Now that's a character from the film A Never-Ending Story.
Yeah. Also a band.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard one of their songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get a picture of them on the...
Okay, but we're just real quick.
Okay.
Oh, can you believe they look like that? So, okay, there's a couple things about this.
Sure.
And this guy was a nice guy. And if by some chance he's
Nice fella.
watching, he's a nice fella. And look, if you like that your name is that, then you tell people that for sure.
Yeah.
He did like it, because otherwise he would have said, my name's Trey.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or,
Hit something, try.
or AU.
Yeah. Hey, you. Wouldn't, yeah. I'd go with Trey.
Yeah. So his parents, and we're going to get back to this later too, his parents suck.
Mm-hmm.
Because they gave him a name that he has got to just walk around with and explain all the time.
And yeah, and it's like it's meaningful to them, and they just
Right.
assume that's going to be meaningful to him in the same way.
Right.
You know?
They love The Never-Ending Story so much, which I've seen that movie. It's okay.
It's Circus, it's okay. Like, name him Heat or something like that.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Michael Mann's a great director, but...
Yeah. Name him Heat Ford.
A little bit better than Trejo, if you're asking me. But yeah, it's almost like, hey,
The
let's...
Godfather Part 2 Caffrey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was like, there aren't enough people who love this movie. Let's fucking make another person and name them a character from this movie, and they'll have to like it.
Well, yeah.
I said that.
Yeah. But...
Let's get a picture of them fucking to make them...
Of them fucking?
2 people making a kid named Trejo. Never mind.
But they got lucky, or he has Stockholm syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
because he decided, I will say the whole thing. He did not reject it and become Trey.
Okay, yeah.
So they got lucky.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And that's Names in Me.
Weirdest name I ever done heard.
Yeah.
So, this is kind of a little bit foggy. I haven't heard this name in writing. I'm not sure if it's one word, but I think, of course, it must be one word. But a friend of my dad's from like a long ways back.
How'd they meet?
I don't know. Just in the same small town.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd they like to do together?
Small town shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he had a kid.
Uh-huh.
And he named him True Will.
Okay.
True Will.
True Will.
And I think it must have been one word as the first name, but again, I never saw it in writing.
Yeah.
And I never met the guy either. I just know that was his name.
Okay, let's break it down.
It's like Free Willy the movie with the killer whale? No.
No, it's not like that. This was a guy, not a whale.
True.
True Will. Will is the name.
Yeah.
True is not.
No.
Well, Truman. Your phone's buzzing a lot. Are you getting important texts? Is it from True Will?
Hey, stop talking about me in a podcast. No.
I'm not a whale.
I'm not a whale.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. The buzzes seemed intense. I was like worried.
Don't worry about it. Also,
Ooh. A precise ding.
a precise thing. But yeah.
But true's not bad. If somebody came up to me and said, you have to call me True.
Uh-huh.
I would do it.
Word. Okay. Yeah, it was just like, and you know, the guy, my dad's friend, his father was like a cool guy with like very much his own person, like very like just a one of a kind, very smart, very like wise, really kind of person. But I don't know, he named his kid that, so it's just a little bit weird.
I don't think that one's too out of bounds.
Okay.
It's like there's a level of like hippie-ish unique naming.
Yeah.
Where you don't feel like the kid is gonna suffer. There's this one guy. His name's Ryder. Ryder Strong. He was Sean on Boy Meets World. Some people, their name is River. Phoenix. They're dead. Some guy's name out there is Shiloh.
That's true.
Those are all okay. Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
There's one guy. I can't remember.
No?
But his is weird.
It is weird, yeah. I do have a great grandma named Alabama.
Okay.
That was her first name, Alabama.
All right. That's
not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, not too bad.
Of the state names,
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be...
Michigan.
No. Rhode Island Ford.
Yeah. Yeah. What's
I-
the best state name? Just real quick while we're on the state names. By your guesstimation.
Carolina?
Okay.
Probably? Yeah.
Sure.
That seems like...
Just wondered.
That could be anybody. You got one?
I think Indiana
Oh, sure.
is great. Unfortunately ruined by the movie, but if
Yeah.
in a world where
Yeah.
those movies don't exist, that's a good one.
Well, his first name was Indiana in those?
Named after the dog, yeah.
What dog?
The family dog, named Indiana.
Whose?
His dad, Sean Connery's dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why was the dog?
If you haven't seen these movies?
Sort
Sorry,
of.
but have you even seen the Indiana Jones franchise film?
I accept your apology. I've seen some. Okay. Nicknames. I have a real nicknames on us. I'm going to reveal something very embarrassing.
Okay.
When I was in middle school, I was in a lot of plays.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the embarrassing part. I was hanging out with these older theater kids who were in college aged, and I was playing Tiny Tim and shit. Played the little boy that he asks to buy the turkey. Got a huge laugh.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it.
Don't.
But-
Whoa.
So I was hanging out with all these people, and it was it was theater kid energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I also had just met and seen and fallen in love with the film Snatch, the Guy Ritchie movie.
Mm-hmm.
And in this movie, everybody's got nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
They're all called like Two-Tone Tony and shit like that. And at the beginning of the movie, all their names come up on the screen, and there's this cool song playing. And little me was like, "This is great. I'm gonna name my child Snatch when I have Snatch Caffrey." Not the worst. So I was like, I want to have a cool nickname like in Snatch.
Ooh.
So I asked all of my theater kid friends, "Hey, can you from now on?" I tried to make my own nickname.
Yeah.
It's really shameful.
Simply faux pas.
Absolutely.
Quite frankly.
Absolutely. What it was I asked them, hey, from now on, because I'm all skinny, always was, from now on, you call me Twig.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to be Twig.
Like attention.
Yeah.
Attention, everyone.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
A couple of them did it.
Oh.
They were nice about it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
refreshing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, they're theater kids. They're not going to they're not going to bust balls. That's not their way. Honestly, a little ball busting's probably what I needed. Because who knows how far that sort of behavior could have gone unchecked.
Yeah, you're right.
It turned into a guy who thinks he should have a podcast. And everything he says is funny and worth listening to.
Yeah. So what you're saying is I should probably bust your balls a little bit on this podcast.
Yeah, you should start.
Okay. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'll let you have it. It'll be real rough and gruff.
All right. Ooh.
And real mean.
Yeah. Rough, gruff, ball busting puff.
Not funny. Welcome to Leia Plays. So, this is part of the podcast where I am a little rough and gruff with my co-host. No, it's the part of the podcast where I pitch a podcast idea that might be a better podcast in some shape or form than this podcast you're seeing now. Possibly. Potentially. So I think a good podcast would be would be Pedal Tavern Book Club.
Oh.
So we're in Nashville, and we got these pedal taverns where tourists come and they go down to Broadway downtown, and they sit on a vehicle which they propel with the pedals provided to them beneath their seats as they consume alcoholic beverages.
Can I paint it?
Paint it. Paint it.
Somebody took a long. Somebody took a bike and they stretched it out, so the bike's very long. And then they put a bar in the middle of it, that the middle of the bar is empty, but the two sides of the bar people can sit at. You can sit about 6 long on either side.
Mm-hmm.
And at the front, the proprietor,
the concierge,
he's just sitting navigating.
Yeah.
But the pedaling is all done by you as you're drinking.
Yeah.
And I think it has a motor in it, so you're probably not actually making the bike go or not go. I don't know about that for sure. But whatever it is, you're sitting there trying to have a nice cocktail, and you got to be going like that with your feet.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some loud music playing.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's Pedal Tavern. Everybody in Nashville is like, fuck these things. You know what? How about we just put a picture of one on
yeah, sure.
Fucking. And then that, but a book club.
Okay, so they're not drinking.
They are. They're doing all the normal stuff, and even there's loud country music playing over. But the whole group was discussing the book that they read that month, and there's like cameras, and it's a podcast.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. So it's like, well, I think the judge represents the brutality of, and the simple fact of the inevitability of violence in a lawless frontier zone.
As we're doing the episode of this show, because we don't have cameras on our feet, I want to just get feet moving. So just imagine, and these are our feet.
Okay.
So the judge represents what now?
The inevitability of violence in a lawless zone of the frontier of America.
Well, I find its allegories to the fall of the Roman Empire to be also quite significant.
Mm-hmm. Is that Taylor Swift?
What? I have to say I found the climax of the third act to fall strictly out of step with Joseph Campbell's hero's journey arc. I believe at this point in the circle we should have reached the meeting of the goddess,
right?
And I didn't feel that it
capitalized. Is that Kid Rock? So that's it. That's the whole podcast.
It seems like very intellectual.
Yeah.
Seems like those people really knew what they were talking about.
They might get a good review of a book in if they can stop spotting celebrities in downtown Nashville from their pedal tavern.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Think about it. Think about it. Maybe make a business out of it, but we'll sue your ass if you do. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want that. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Files.
Kinda spooky.
Oh.
What? Oh.
We left the fact tube on during break.
Oh.
Can you try to turn it off? Or it's
overheating a little bit.
It's getting hot. Oh. Ow. Oh. Still. No. Okay. Hang on.
There it goes.
Oh. cooler though. Just right. Okay, we're back. We're talking names. And here's the thing we didn't do.
We're back. We're talking names.
We're back. We're talking names.
I'm just going to go right here. We're back.
Okay.
We're talking names.
Okay. We're back. We're talking names.
What's up?
Well, here's something we didn't do last time. We didn't have names in the world segment in episode 1.
What?
We didn't. We didn't know that's what this was yet. We didn't know that it's all just a big ball of naming and nomenclatures. We were not yet privy.
Not yet privy.
So, this time, we do.
Perf.
It had a great bounce off camera.
It did.
So, we're going to start with the top names from the year each of us was born.
Sure.
And where our names fell on the list of top names in said year.
Okay.
So we will begin with you. In the year of 19... Or do you want to really reveal? We don't have to say them.
Sure, I ain't scared.
Okay.
Before 1987, everybody.
1987.
Anybody
Okay.
have a problem with that?
All right.
Anybody have a fucking problem with that? You can talk to me to my face.
Yeah. Are we allowed to still blow up balloons and play with giant hammers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, my body's breaking down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do the beat.
Can you? Or I'll hold it.
Yeah, can you hold it, please? Also, I'm going to add a snare and a bass because I don't have one yet. So here's the snare. Doom. And here's... Wait, that's the bass. I'm sorry. Here's the bass. Doom. And here's the snare. Cat. And they're going to be bass and snare. Cat. All right, here we go. The beat. Doom. Cat. Doom. Cat. Doom. Cat. Doom. Cat. Doom. Cat. Doom. Cat. We're back. We're talking names. Cat. 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 We're back. We're talking names.
We're back. Can I? I'm gonna put Beats Me the sample pad into sleep mode for a second.
Okay.
And I want you to play the same beat with it on sleep mode, or a comparable beat.
Okay. Cat.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Good morning.
Okay.
Okay. 1987. This is from babycenter.com, all this information. Babycenter.com only lists male and female names. So, take it up with them.
Take it up with them.
Most popular male name, 1987, Michael. Most popular female name, Jessica. You could almost have been named Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Your name in that year, Jason, was the 23rd most popular name.
Okay.
For males. The most popular name for females in 1987, 23rd most popular, was Laura. The name Zachary in 1987 was the 33rd most popular name. Female version, Courtney. In the year I was born, 2001.
What?
1989. In 1989, The most popular male name, Michael, still. Most popular female, Jessica, still.
Whoa.
Living on the charts.
I want to name her Jessica.
And I want to name him Michael. 2 years later, same conversation. My name, Zachary, was the 25th most popular name.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Most popular female name, number 25, Laura.
Whoa.
Your name, Jason, along with Amy, number 35.
Else I'd fallen, so I kind of...
You fell hard.
Yeah, well, I kind of came to the picture and they were like, oh, we can't name our kids Jason because that's the best Jason that
It's been done.
it's going to be, or that's going to be.
Yeah.
And so we don't want to have a lesser Jason.
It's the best Jason that's gonna be. That's gonna be the 23rd best in the world.
That sounded good.
Thanks. Still no ball busting happening. So yeah, there's that. The top names worldwide, according to MomJunction.com.
MomJunction.com.
There's
Ooh.
there's 19 of these male, 19 female, and what they all mean.
Ooh.
Do we care? Because there's other better stuff to talk
Do
about.
we care?
Why don't you just name a country? We'll just do that.
America?
Ethan and Aaliyah.
Cool.
Yep. Okay, so there you go. Let's talk about band names.
Band names.
Band names.
Uh-huh.
This-
So, okay. All right. You know what? Tangy Tangy Mango. Okay?
No, band names.
What are you talking about?
Band names.
Yeah.
Names. Band names.
Yeah, the band would be called Tangy
No.
Tangy Mango.
No. These are band names.
Yeah, I know they are.
Okay.
It's a... So you're saying it's not a band?
No,
It's a band.
it's
It
band
should be
names.
a band. Metallica.
Well, yes. These are band names. Band.
Sixpence None the Richer.
No.
Oh, they were banned.
They were, yeah, the names were banned. That's what I'm asking you. We didn't plan that,
Gotcha.
folks. I just knew it would happen.
You know what I'm... How about naming... How about that? Imagine waking up and being in a band called Sixpence None the Richer.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Go
believe that shit blew my
fuck
fucking
yourself.
brains out.
Shorten it to Trey or go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, that really is one of the worst ones of all time.
It's so... Oh,
But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about band names.
oh, okay. It should be banned.
Yeah. Should be a band name.
Yeah.
Band,
No, it shouldn't. It's a terrible band name.
well, that's what I'm asking you.
What do
Okay. So here are some band names. In France, somebody wanted to name their baby Nutella.
Loved the first album. Nutella. That's
French judge said no, they will be the target of derision. Somebody in France wanted to name their baby Fraise, which means strawberry.
That would be the target of derision.
Target of derision.
Wow.
So that people instead named her Ella
Yeah.
instead of Nutella.
Well, where was that judge when you were like, call me Twig? Where was that judge then, huh?
I don't know that you take nicknames to court, but thank you for the ball busting.
You're
I
welcome.
need it. These French parents wanted to name their kid Fraise, which means strawberry, but apparently it's also a slang for an ass. So if you ever want to use that. Some people in France wanted to name their kid Prince William, but everybody's like, you can't do that. In Sweden, here's 3 from Sweden. Elvis, which I don't know what's the problem there. That's the name.
Yes.
Lego.
Come on now.
And sure enough, band names, Metallica.
And
And guess what?
Oh,
All those went through.
whoa.
There's a little Swedish kid out there somewhere whose name is Metallica.
Come
And-
here, Metallica.
and cheese.
Have you seen Metallica? Yeah. Where? It was Wimbledon, England. How did he get over there?
Well, I mean, he was on the main stage. Probably took a bus. So Sweden said yes to all that, but no to a baby named IKEA, because you can't have that. In New Zealand, you can't name your kid Saint, Prince, King, or Royal, because no names with official titles that sound like official titles are okay. You also cannot name your child, as one parent did, the Roman numeral 3, because New Zealand said, your child has to live with that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do it? You go to New Zealand faster than I do.
Oh,
Your child has to live with that name, so you can't call him that.
Can't name him 3.
You can't name him 3.
It's a number.
how do they say 3?
3?
3?
3.
Yeah.
Another person in New Zealand wanted to name their child just a period, which they said they were going to pronounce as full stop, which isn't
Oh,
better.
fuck off.
Yeah, that was not allowed.
No, that name shouldn't be banned. The parents should be crushed under a falling piano or something.
A falling piano.
You've been sentenced to die execution style by a falling piano.
We're going to kill you in the most cartoony way possible because you like a cartoon.
And it's a New Zealand piano, so it sounds like this. Do 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 do.
They're just smaller. And
In Japan, a couple wanted to name their child Akuma, which is Japanese for devil, and Japan said no. In Mexico, one of the many names that have not been allowed to go through because the Mexicans said this would lead to bullying. You cannot name your child RoboCop. You cannot name your child Facebook. And you definitely cannot name your child. And with all of these, it's important to remember the parents of these children are doing this to them.
And they're out there walking around unpunished
Yes,
as well.
yes. They have not been crushed by a New Zealand piano. Somebody in Mexico wanted to name their child Scrotum. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's bullying. That's the kind of ball busting
Yeah.
that...
It's like, I don't want to go home. I want to stay at school. There's too much bullying.
I don't know. I can't imagine why. In Portugal, you are not allowed to name your child Tom because you can't do nicknames. So they actually do take nicknames to court. You have to say it has to be Thomas.
Whoa.
Other things in Portugal that you can't name it because they're non-Portuguese. You can't name your child Paris or Nirvana or Thor. There. In Malaysia, you can't name your child the words that translate to snake, smelly head, insane, or 007.
Oh,
All of these were things people tried to do. In Italy, somebody tried to name their child Venerdì,
Venerdì.
which means Friday. And Italy, and this is an example where I think that Italy's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They said that it would be ridiculous or shameful. Like, no.
Yeah. There's, I don't know. Italy's done a lot of... Venerdì. Italy's done a lot of ridiculous and shameful things.
Yeah.
In my estimation, so...
Denmark has a list of 7,000 pre-approved names.
Oh, wow.
If you step outside that list, you're allowed to contact the people who are in charge of that and say, is this one okay? It's not on the list. Is it okay? And they might say no.
So weird.
They might say no if you want to name your child Molly or Monkey or Anus.
Yeah, okay.
They might say no.
They might.
In China, you can't name your child the @ symbol.
That's good.
In Germany, even though you say that you want to name your child something that translates to light bringing, Germany will not let you name your kid Lucifer. And here's another thing in German that they won't let you do, and this is Germany being just so Germany. You can't name your child Stone, and this is written word for word why Germany said you can't do this. You cannot name your child Stone because a child cannot identify it with it because it is an object and not a first name.
Oh my god.
The child cannot identify with it because it is not a name, it's an object.
That's my level best German accent.
So, a lady in Wales was not allowed to call her child Cyanide, even though she wanted to do it because she thought that cyanide had a nice connotation to it because it's what killed Hitler. But that was not enough.
No, can't name him Cyanide.
And here I got two more
Hitler,
of these.
That's his name.
I got two more of these. They're the best two. Because one is justice.
Mm-hmm.
A couple back in New Zealand named their daughter Tallulah Does the Hula from Hawaii. And when the daughter was only 9 years old, she said, "Can this not happen anymore, please?" And the judge said he was profoundly concerned about the very poor judgment of the parents.
Yeah.
And took custody away from them. And put whatever this girl's normal name is now in a normal home with a normal family.
Bless her. She's like, can this not happen? Jesus. She's like, I'm 9 years old. Been having a hard time so far.
For one thing.
A bit of a hang up.
Yeah. For one thing, my little hand gets so tired when I have to write my name. It takes so long. And finally, here is the most banned name. In 1991, to protest a fine for having failed to register a baby name by its 5th birthday,
oh wow!
a Swedish couple submitted an official name for their child, which they said was meant to be pronounced Albin. Now, with due respect to Will Forte's spelling bee sketch, Jay, I would like you to ask me how to spell the name Albin.
Hey, Zach.
Yes.
How do you spell the name Albin?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Where are they from again? What's the country again?
Sweden.
Okay. Hey, Albin, can you check the Swedish meatballs? See if they're cooked?
Okay. This is how Albin is spelled. Albin. BRXXCCCCLLMNP Albin.
Oh, you're done? What? 6s at the end? Fuck those people. Why? Is there any explanation of any
They were
kind?
mad. They were mad at getting fined for not having named their child by the time it was 5. Is the best that I can gather.
Jesus.
So they decided its name was that.
Well, hopefully a judge comes along and rescues that kid from those motherfuckers at some point too.
And
Jeez.
and they go to IKEA, the place, not the person, and buy a kit to assemble a New Zealand piano and drop it on Albin's parents.
Whoa. That's blowing my mind.
And there you go. That's band names. Band names. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just ending this segment sad that those people subjected their kids to that shit. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, we'll be right back. We back.
We're back.
What if you named your child We're Back? We're Back Caffrey. Band?
Band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I had a kid I named it at Metaphiles Podcast Caffrey? Not in China.
It's just like you're a guy. Yeah, just like an entrepreneur with your own business.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, you're pregnant? Oh, it's like 9 months later. He's born. I'm gonna name him at www.
And I take it to the park and say, "Hey, at Metaphiles Podcast on YouTube, come here."
Subscribe now. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, we're back here on segment 3, and we're gonna talk why names. Why even these names at all?
Because you can get a few more views if you name your kid on your YouTube channel. If you name your kid after your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You'll be like, why the fuck did he name this kid after this?
If you want to let people know how fucking badass you are, what a cool rock and roller you are, you can name your kid Metallica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Metaphiles imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute episode. This one's called Names. It's about names. Segment 3. Why? Why not?
Yeah. Do you know any other Metallica songs?
That's it.
Okay.
No, there's a.
I don't want to hear them.
Keep one podcast open. Gripping your pillow tight. Metaphiles.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Geez. Okay. So, like, we in our first ever episode when we talked about names,
Yeah.
we did talk about why names. Actually, we did, and
We
having
did?
all these flashbacks to it now.
Well, shit. We don't want to retread ground.
No. So, and I was gonna say, why don't we talk about why names 2? We kind of talked about why sequels on our second episode, back just under one podcast a year ago.
It was about. I totally forgot about that. It was about sequels, and this is basically a sequel.
This is a sequel.
Wow. Interesting.
So we can't talk about the names of sequels because we did that.
Yeah.
We can't talk about the sequel to names.
We can talk about Wrath of Khan, Star Trek movie.
Okay, I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but we could. I do like it when we talk about Star Trek. We are a Star Trek podcast.
We are. No, you know what? No, we have to keep why names, but we have to zoom out even further.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What makes one thing different from one other thing? What? Why is there? You know.
Yeah. I was just telling you, I've been reading the Wizard of Earthsea book by Ursula K. Le Guin, and it's about people who
Skipping the ball busting.
Okay. That's good that you did, because you'd regret it. Could have beat you up.
Word.
Yeah. She has a thing where how people do magic is that they know a thing's true name. Which, the reason I'm bringing that up off of what you just said, everything has a name. A stick, a twig, has a name. Everything has a name. What if we lived in a world without any name for anything?
All right.
Would it have worked out? We needed to make sound, and we needed the one sound to say that one dangerous thing we know about is over there.
Mm-hmm.
We all know which one I'm talking about. It's the one that runs yay fast and has yay teeth and can eat yay many of us yay quickly.
Patton Oswalt.
What, am I doing a Patton Oswalt joke?
No, it's just what that's.
Oh, that's the name of the thing.
But
how about that as a name, Patton? Not. I never saw the movie, but it's like you just named your kid after some general that you thought was cool.
my uncle
What if he didn't like war? What if he likes Star Wars and comedy?
called him Darth Vader. That's his first name. I have an uncle whose name is Rommel,
Rommel.
who was a general in World War II.
Good general?
Bad.
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
I don't know why. It might have been completely unrelated for all I.
Isn't
for
a
all I know.
Rommel figurine a thing?
I don't know. But another general name.
Yeah. Well, they're all general names. Sorry.
What about Dale?
Dale. Makes me think of Cooper first. And Crover second.
It makes me think of number 3.
Dale
God
number
rest his soul.
Dale number 3.
Old Dale Earnhardt.
Oh.
Smacked into that wall.
He was number 3.
His
How-
car was number 3. What do you...
How do they... Was he in Indiana Jones? How do they pick
What?
which numbers on your car?
I actually don't know.
Okay, we'll save it for cars.
Ooh,
Cars
that's a
episode.
fun episode. Yeah, let's do that.
No, NASCAR episode, I feel like.
Sure, yeah, that would be fun. It'd be
Yeah.
a little bit close to monster trucks. But
Yeah, I would. We'll get there eventually when it's far enough away.
This is why names,
Okay.
because we know. Yeah. Because a vocal implement has to be at least as specific as the thing it's pointing at, referring to, it's assigned to. It has to be at least as specific as that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to pull it from the world of forms into a
Yeah.
single thing called NASCAR.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, if there was just a thing where a bunch of cars drive around in a circle and it's competitive and it's public.
it's called stock car racing, and it happens a lot without being NASCAR.
Well, but
It
that...
has to be even more specific.
Yeah. What makes NASCAR not stock car racing?
Just the association
Oh.
that they belong to,
So
the rule set that they,
So
All
truly...
right, the government, if you
Oh,
will.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So it has different rules. So it must have a different name.
It doesn't officiated under sanction by one specific body called NASCAR.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, point is,
If you were gonna take... Oh no, say the point.
actually maybe I'm wrong. Well, I don't even know why I was off on this tangent completely, but I was just saying that the name has to be at least as specific as the thing that is named.
Yeah.
But you know, there's plenty of Zacks. But you're the only one they call Twig.
I certainly hope so. Because when I star in a movie that's like that movie Snatch, I want to
Yeah.
be the one.
Yeah.
If you were going to take a board game, this is not board games episode, we did that.
We did. Yes.
But it's a board game where you go around the board and you collect properties, and you now own these properties, and they're worth rent, and the other players, if they land on it, they owe you that rent, and sometimes you're in jail, and sometimes you're not,
Mm-hmm.
and you needed that to have a name because it's specific.
Yeah.
It's not checkers.
No.
It needs a name.
Yeah.
What would you name it?
Probably call it real estate
Yeah. Yeah.
as a board game.
Real estate as a board game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we need a name because if I want my ice cream,
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah. And if I want it to have butterscotch on it,
Mm-hmm.
in it, it's made of that,
Mm-hmm.
then it better be called butterscotch ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why names. You know what I mean, Vern?
Because you want, but specificity. That's why names. That's
Mhm.
really,
Yeah.
yeah.
And going back to the cave peoples, that one animal
Mhm.
over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little Weasley, little muskrat, Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. Weasley little Patton Oswalt coming to munch and crunch your bones and skin.
Yeah.
You gotta know what to call him so you can tell your buddy we gotta run this fast, this quickly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This fast, this quickly.
Mm-hmm.
To over there. Well, what's over there? Sweden, we call it.
Mm. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Villain of names.
Okay. Prince.
Like fingerprints?
No, the musical artist.
Because he's the first.
Because
guy,
he,
like, formally known. He's like, I don't need a name.
yeah, he was like, I don't have a name now.
Yeah.
First guy to ever do it that I know of.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I mean, but it's just another name for him. The artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
Like, I see how it avoids the technicality in some regards of being a name, but nobody ever called him by any other name during that time.
They called him the artist formerly known as Prince, but that was his name then, is what you're saying.
It's just different fucking mouth shapes.
He tried.
That's it.
Yeah. So is the villain of the name that which has no mouth?
Mm. That which.
The worm.
Whoa.
Worm can't say names.
Yes. Worm is the villain of the name, yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
Great. The worm, that which has no name. Or that which has no mouth, rather.
Right. Yeah.
It has no mouth and is almost only used to be put into the mouth of a creature that does have a mouth.
Mm.
So that creature can be put in another mouth.
Wait a minute. Oh. This is, you started fishing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Yoink.
Oh.
Flap, 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 flap.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Cat, 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 cat. Cat, 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 cat. Hello. Cat, 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 cat. Okay. Where did the names go? Because we didn't. I know we didn't have this.
No,
Names episode.
not at all. We were quite a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
Names go. They are a force of nature. Can't live with them.
Yeah.
Can't live without them.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand being named Metallica.
Mm.
Gotta be named something.
Yeah.
And you only know you can't stand it because you know something's named that you probably are for sure gonna hate. If your parents name you Metallica,
Yeah.
you are not gonna like that band.
Yeah.
And
Like-
good for you that you shouldn't.
Yeah. No. How could you fucking possibly? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So
like, hey, you want to get a dog? And you're like, can I name it?
and you to like spite your parents name your dog like
Both my parents are shitheads.
the Grateful Dead or just the most un-Metallica thing. If we ever
Death
did a
Cab for
Metallica
Cutie.
episode, which we won't, the enemy of Metallica is the Grateful Dead.
We might have to do an episode.
About Metallica, it'd be very hard to be funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
That just would be spitting vitriol for an hour 20.
Yeah. I'm not much vitriol spitter.
Mm-mm. Me neither. We're here to make the people happy.
Yeah.
Not angry.
The enemy of the villain of Metaphiles is vitriol.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how about that for something to find out on the 1 years old episode?
You're right. Yeah. Think about that.
Think about it. So yeah, names has got to go in the King BB, the realm of force of nature that cannot be controlled. With right up there with the devil or explosions, or I think Godzilla is there.
Sure. Yeah. Because these are all concepts that are like practically ontological, like practically like they're inextricable. All right, because like if you a language, a name is like the most basic building block of a syntax, even of communicating with words. It's like names they come up right away.
Yeah.
They're like right there. And then extra supervery or what, stuff like that comes up later.
People think you're an idiot. When you're a baby, people think you're an idiot until you say mama, which you think is a name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People think you're dumb until you do that.
It's the first thing most people fucking say is that fucking name.
And can they do it at 1 year old? I already forgot. But
they can podcast.
Hell yeah, they can.
Like the wind.
Yeah, podcast like the wind. Here we go.
Just blowing on through. Blowing by.
Our final piece of business.
What's that?
And then we forgot to do this. Last
lesson.
episode. Yeah, we did not give a lesson on the Bitcoin episode.
Don't name your kid Albany or whatever that fucking Swedish thing was, or Metallica. That's the lesson. Don't be a shithead parent.
That's the lesson. Yeah, don't name your kid what you think you want to call them. Mm-hmm. Name your kid what you think they should be called. No, they will. Name your kid what they're gonna want to be called.
Yeah, that's the lesson. Don't be a shitty parent.
Yeah. Yeah, don't suck.
Like, I like the movie Treyu. Let's name this kid the kid, right? Yeah, name that the kid after.
We
that
get
thing
to name it
after
whatever we want.
Movie we like. Yeah,
I get to name it whatever I like.
Can I do it again?
Hey, get pregnant again. I just saw a great movie I like. I just saw this awesome movie. Get pregnant again.
Fuck. It was called Cobra. It had Sylvester Stallone. It was called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. We should call him that. That should be his name.
Honey, I don't know if we should have another kid. There's just no good movies coming out right now. I mean, look, I know we said that The Expendables wasn't going to be an only child, but they're just not making good movies anymore.
It is not. Hey, have you seen The Silence of the Lambs? Is he around here anywhere? Well,
we got 37 seconds left. 36. 7, 34.
What should we do for
3,
that?
2,
For
1.
30 seconds.
3 seconds. Let's talk about how, what a year it's been of episodes wise. Jeez, remember we did that first one and it was names.
Yeah, and then we did a second one and it was sequels. And then we did a third one and it was.
Oh.
And then we did a fourth one and it was haircuts.
The fifth
And
one.
the fifth one and it was. Wow. And then we did the sixth one. I can't remember.
And then
practically.
And then we did all those other ones. Okay, this is the part of the sign off that I say.
This is part of the sign off that I say. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Hello there. It's almost the end of the show, but not quite. I'm Zach Caffrey.
I'm Jason Ford.
And you just watched the episode of Metaphiles that you watched, and now you're seeing this. And it's the part where we say, it's like us, subscribe to us, comment about it.
Get on our shit.
Get on it. Build a little community with us. You're all a part of it. Mm-hmm. It's a nice little world we have here.
It's just a big ball of liking and subscribing and comments.
And it's wonderful to do. And you like doing it. You do.
You do.
You do.
Yeah, you do.
And this week, why not make a comment about bye.
Bye-bye.
Metaphiles.